make the product collaterals, and finally launch the product. So this is the process that we follow. And while taking you to the other steps that we have to cover during this process. So some of the design consideration and manufacturing considerations of bifacial module. So we talk about 4 important design consideration. First of all is WVTR, which is the water vapor transmission rate of the backsheet when we choose the backsheet for the bifacial module. We find that this slide on the this slide shows there is a wide range of backsheet materials that are available in the market, okay, with different values of WVTR. And the slide on the graphic on the right shows the DNV-GL data on damp heat results of different backsheet materials. This doesn't include Vikram Solar, but it includes a lot of our competitors' data. And if you see the degradation of power after damp heat, which is attributed to WVTR penetration through this backsheet, there is a wide range of degradation, starting from -5% or less than -5% to well over 15% negative. Sometimes, in the case of one particular manufacturer, it goes up to 20% also. The rear side fails fast, so where the backsheet is. While there are several reasons to explain this, what it shows us, choosing the appropriate backsheet is key to get a good module. Okay. And therefore, the backsheet WVTR choice is very critical. Similarly, there is also one more aspect when you talk about the design considerations of bifacial module, that there are there is something called PID, potential induced degradation of bifacial module, and the PID impacts the front as well as the rear junction. You know, and there are 2 different physical processes that are involved. The front junction gets impacted by PID shunting, while the rear junction gets impacted by PID polarization. Now, because of high moisture ingress through the backsheet, the mobile ions of sodium, which are principally responsible for PID, actually can deteriorate the rear faster. And this is what also we see in the graph, which you see on the right-hand side. This is our internal reliability testing data, where the rear side fails. The failure rate of the rear side is higher after 96 hours than the front. So therefore, this rear failure is always something which you need to consider, and WVTR is an important parameter as a result of that. Okay. The next point which we also need to consider while designing a bifacial module or the choice of the backsheet is the transmittance value of the backsheet. So glass actually scores high when you talk about the transmittance. So it has a transmittance of about 95%. While transparent backsheet have different values of transmittance ranging from 70 to 90%. But after damp heat, after humidity ingress through the backsheet, the transmittance value actually reduces. So if you see the graphic on the bottom, we talk about the transmittance values reducing by about anywhere between negligible for the first 2 to on the supplier 3, it has reduced by almost 10%, from 80% to about 70%. Which means the bifaciality factor for this bifacial module is going to be severely impacted if you don't choose the right backsheet. we are happy to note that our modules, because of Vikram Solar modules, have in conjunction. So we have evaluated many suppliers, and we have been quite happy with the performance of DuPont material when we use it in the our as a backsheet, as a transparent backsheet. And this has been proven by our internal reliability tests, transmission retention tests, etc. We do also a very aggressive pressure cooker test where other backsheets have failed miserably, and DuPont backsheets have qualified actually. So the next slide, the other design consideration that we have to look at is also the cell to module ratio, conversion ratio. So because the material is transparent from the front and the back, so some of the light is going to pass through, and you are not going to capture that light because in between the gaps of the cells, there is about 1.5 mm gap between the cells. The light that goes through those gaps, you're not going to catch them. And therefore, the CTM, cell to module loss, is significantly higher in the case of bifacial modules. Now, there are backsheets, transparent backsheets, to mitigate this issue. There are transparent backsheets which uses a mesh or a reflective mesh layer at the gap between the two between adjacent cells, where it creates an additional reflecting surface over which the light can get reflected and be incident on the cell once again, so that you can recover some of that light that actually was escaping. And therefore, using a mesh backsheet will help you to gain back some of those CTM that you are actually losing. The next slide talks about module temperature, and glass backsheets actually are known to get heated up more because it's pretty impervious to moisture, and glass backsheet, the cell operating temperature, the NOCT values are said to be higher. If you have a transparent backsheet, then it allows more heat to be emitted from the rear side compared to the glass backsheet, glass module. When you talk about the manufacturing considerations, with some of the factors that we need to consider, we use POE, and I talked about POE earlier as an encapsulant. One of the reasons why we use POE is because the POE's volume resistivity is very high, and because of that, it effectively prevents the sodium ion migration and reverse PID. The reverse side PID it can improve or prevent a lot. And however, the disadvantage is the POE has a higher polymerization time as compared to EVA, and therefore the capacity utilization of a manufacturing line, when you talk about glass transparent backsheet lamination, is capacity utilization is considerably lower. So you get for that particular for the same particular line, if you make a glass normal normal module to a transparent glass transparent backsheet module, you will actually realize less number of modules per hour of production. Obviously, because you have two surfaces, there are stringent quality checkpoints which needs to be. So some of the things which were hidden behind because of the white backsheet now needs to be checked, doubly checked, because you have a transparent backsheet at the bottom. So the front and the rear surface inspection, visual inspection, and the criticality of the inspection increases multifold. The addition of POE to some common backsheet materials is low, therefore enhanced process time and quality time is required to actually optimize their values. and DuPont backsheets have a advantage in terms of that as well. And because of this narrow process, lamination process, there is a very narrow process window which is available. And there are minor changes of temperature and pressure can lead to bubble formation. These are some of the manufacturing considerations.
Mr. Saha, sorry to bother you. Just keeping it up on the paucity of time, we would request it.
I know. I'm just one side away. Okay. The two other things that I need to brief the audience about is the SPC measurement of bifacial module is still not an established IEC protocol for that. So right now there is IEC 60904 test protocol which is right now in place, which talks about the bifaciality factor, and some of the laminators that we are using right now in production are not suited for bifacial modules. However, there are new laminators that are being made for top and which can eliminate the module from the top as well as from the rear side, and therefore those are the things that we are going to talk about maybe in the later days once this IEC standard is in place. Just bringing up the last slide, and in summary, the Somera Duplay bifacial transparent backsheet module exhibits additional energy yield from the bifacial technology. It has very high reliability because of the factors that we considered earlier, high power generation, and a high degree of plug and play. So basically, it is exactly compatible to a glass backsheet standard module with the racking structures and the mounting and the racking designs. Therefore, it's very easy to install. Thank you very much for listening to us, and I'll be happy to take questions.